Shane Bybee here with Bybee College Prep, and I want to show you a problem that's a pretty classic problem to solve on the SAT, and the answer explanation a lot of times is a lot more complicated than what you actually have to do on this particular problem. Here's the problem. X squared minus 2x minus 5 divided by x minus 3. And then what does that equal to? And they're asking, is it the equivalent of which one of these particular equations? Well, if you go to dive into the answer explanations at the back of the book, they have this complicated thing where they tell you, okay, well, what you need to do, when you realize you can't factor out x minus 3, like this quadratic does not factor out for me, if I use the quadratic formula, maybe that doesn't really help me out, let me do something else with it. College Board says, here's how you should do it, according to the answer explanations in the back of the book, is that you should say, okay, you should recognize that x squared minus 3x plus x minus 5 divided by x3. That's the same thing. And then from there, you could get x minus 3, x times x minus 3 plus, oh my gosh, plus another, you guys see how crazy it gets? They're getting a beautiful mind on you. Thanks a lot, College Board, because this is a timed test. You gave me 25 minutes to answer 20 problems in this particular problem, and now you're asking me to go into some deep detail on this particular problem. Well, if you will recognize that you've got equations in the answers, you can actually just pick your own numbers and end up getting the right answer that way. Let me show you how that works. I'm going to pick a number that will help me solve this problem. I'm going to stay away from 3 because if I have 3 in the denominator, that's going to give me some definite difficulty. That's going to give me an undefined fraction. I don't want to do that. But I'm just going to make x equal to 2. So when I do that, I end up with 2 squared minus 2 times 2 minus 5 divided by 2 minus 3. In other words, I get 4 minus 4 minus 5, which is negative 5, divided by 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. So when I make 2 the answer to that equation equals 5. Now all I want to do is see which one of these equations does the same thing. If I start plugging those in, for this one, I get 2 minus 5 minus 20 divided by 2 minus 3. In other words, I get negative 3 minus negative 20, so that equals 17. That does not equal 5. I do the next problem, and I get 2 minus 5 minus 10 divided by 2 minus 3. That's going to be my same negative 3, and now I'm going to have minus negative 10. So negative 3 plus 10 is going to give me 7. Still not my 5. Look at this one. 2 plus 1 minus 8 divided by 2 minus 3. So now I'm going to have 3 minus negative 8, which is going to give me 3 plus 8, 11. Still have a problem. 2 plus 1 minus 2 divided by 2 minus 3 is going to give me 3 minus negative 2. 3 plus 2 is going to give me 5. Ding, 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 I have a winner. You may not find that faster necessarily, but for me, I don't have to get into the beautiful mind equation deducing problems that they have, which allows me to solve that and solve that confidently so I know I get the right answer. This particular section, you have 25 minutes for 20 questions. This is number 13 in that particular section, which means it's a difficult question. It's probably going to take you a little more time anyway. Just right there took me explaining it less than a minute. It'll take you much less than a minute to solve it, and you'll be able to solve it more quickly and more confidently than if you work out the equation aspect of it. If the equation aspect of it works for you, go for it. I hope you liked the video. I hope the video helped you in seeing how to solve these types of problems. Please like our Facebook page. We've got more videos coming. And ask us any questions. If there's a particular problem you've seen on the ACT or the SAT, ask us the question, and we'll see if we can get you a solution and give you a way to solve it that might not be quite as complex as the way that they're telling you to solve it in the back of the book. Remember, your math teacher has a way they want you to solve it, and it's a fantastic thing. But for this particular test, when the real value is in just getting the right answer, Let's help you figure out how to get the right answer that works best for you. Shane Bybee, Bybee College Prep. Like our Facebook page, ask me questions, send me emails. Let me know how I can help you. Thank you.